All right. I'm not sure how many people you out there. I see Eric Gomes. I kind of kept changing the time of this thing, so I apologize. But it's going to be fun. We're going to do some NFL. We've been trying to do this a few times, but we got to do some over-unders. And guess what? We're now presented by MyBookie, and I'm just saying this whole episode's presented exclusively by MyBookie. I don't think Pasquale will mind. Dan, do you mind?
I'm cool. Okay. I'm cool. Let's just go with MyBookie.
All right. That sounds great. And I don't actually have the MyBookie read, but if you go to mybookie.com, sign up with the promo code Larry K, you get some sort of
I think the promo is they match. If you put in 500, they'll give you 500 towards your
100% account. Matching. So, and you know what? Honestly, guys, it would really help us out. I think they kind of pay attention to the promo codes and how they kind of track like whether or not we're, worth paying for. So, we'd really love it if you did that. Here, I see the MyBookie thing.
Yeah, the promo code again is Larry K.
Larry K.
There it is. Ooh, look at that.
Ooh.
MyBookie.
That was definitely just like Len's just cooking in the kitchen. Oh, Mercedes, BMW, Porsche. Larry is not off today. He's I think he's in Half Moon Bay with his family, but he's going to be back for an 8:00 show. So
8:00 show coming up with Dan Dibley from 95.7 The Game.
Yep, talk a little Niners. So, we tried to do this a few times, but I just really want to run through this. This way we can, cement, our takes, kind of root for our takes throughout the year. I'm already yesterday I was very conflicted because I'm pretty sure I said, gotta take a flyer on Anthony Richardson for the Heisman. God, he's just the best athlete in the country.
Oh, that 2-point conversion was with the fake throw. And you know what that's going to do now? It's going to make guys, instead of going for the ball, just go for the QB and just sack, just knock him over. Forget trying to block the ball.
The guys like Cam Newton, I never thought I'd see another like Cam Newton type, but so that was really cool. But I wish I had it down on paper somewhere, or all of this I feel like just disappears into the ether. I know I've said stuff, but it's kind of hard to find. So
it's been a while since we've heard from Totes McGoats.
Totes McGoats.
Haven't seen him in the chat for a while, but Giants sweep, just kind of what I expected. Funny, I said it Friday. Larry and I were on, said, watch the Giants sweep, and then they'll pull within like 7.5, 8 of the last wild card spot. And the Giants will just start still with 30 to go. They'll still maybe we can pull off what the St. Louis Cardinals did last year and win 17 in a row. Wouldn't it be just like the Giants, though? They have a great April, stink May through August, and then maybe it's going to be bookends. They'll start April and September with winning records. Watch him go, what are they, 3-0 in September?
They're the ultimate CTs. They'll probably make a little run.
Go 20-10, something like that in September.
All right. So I'm going to share the screen to our good friends at MyBookie. That might not actually be able to see that.
Is there a way to blow that up a little bit or?
Yeah. All right. So here we go.
We can start by divisions, or are we going to go?
I'd prefer to start by division. So
they're probably pulling that up alphabetical, aren't they?
Hey, chat. Everyone in the chat. Would you rather we start with the AFC or the NFC?
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go. What do they say? I say let's go AFC. It starts with an A. We'll go with the alphabet.
Yeah, let's go AFC. All right, so let's
go. You want to go east to west or west to east?
Let's do east to west.
All right, so we'll go east, then we'll do north, and then we'll do the south, and then the west.
All right, let's start with the Buffalo Bills. All right, 11.5 odds-on favorite to win the Super Bowl right now. Their division. The AFC is absolutely loaded compared to the NFC, but
they can sweep that division 6-0.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the Jets,
there's at least 5 wins in there for the Bills, in my opinion. At least 5.
Oh, I don't think the Jets have lost or I don't think the Jets have won a game in division for 2 or 3 years. So I think that's pretty safe. I mean, the Patriots, I mean, we'll get to them. We don't want to spoil things, but I don't know. What are you thinking? 11.5?
I'm going over. I think they win 12 or 13, but some people have them going 14-3.
Yeah.
I like them at least 12 wins, so I'm going over.
Ooh. I'm going under. I'm going under wins on the Buffalo Bills. I'm going to say there's even a little juice to the over right now. Let me write down Ryan. I really should have had this more organized. Dan. Whatever.
Dan over Ryan.
We can write them down at the end. I can rewatch the show. But okay, so yeah, Bills I have under, mostly because if you remember back to last year, I don't know, they had a lot of weird games. I think everyone has that taste of, that's what happens when you have like a crazy bad or crazy good performance in the playoffs as your last game. That's all anybody remembers. People or just remember the Kyler Murray, disaster last year. Everyone just remembers the freaking 13 seconds game and Josh Allen looking like the best player in the league. And hey, I bet on him to win MVP. I think it's going to be him or Lamar, but I just think that, you got to give the Patriots, they probably will win some stupid game. I'm pretty high on the Dolphins. I think they'll take care of the Jets, but division or their schedule's much, much harder this year. And I mean, remember last year, week 1, they lost that crazy one to the Steelers. So, but Matthew Mears says Bills are peaking. Take them to win Thursday night. Yeah, seriously. I have a teaser going already with, I tease the Niners, Rams, and Ravens, but
that game in Kansas City.
Or no. It's in LA.
Oh, Buffalo. Who's the Bills Thursday night playing?
The Rams.
Oh, okay. Why was I thinking it was Kansas City? That's right. Rams always, Super Bowl champ always gets the Thursday night opener.
So, but it's surprising. I mean, the line's kind of nutso, and that's what just makes me, I don't know, makes me a little scared. When everybody's on somebody. I mean, the fact that the Bills are favored by 2.5 points in LA versus the defending champs. That's pretty disrespectful, but I mean, so I teased the Rams in that teaser as well, because it's like, I mean, Rams getting 10 points at home, like they got to cover that. But I'm a little bit scared that they might just boat race them.
So what do we got? Yeah, what do we got next? Miami.
All right, next, let's do
alphabetical by division. You got Buffalo and then Miami.
Yeah. Let's do Miami. All right, so Miami is lined at 8.5 with juice towards the over. You got a pick on this one?
What is it? 8.5?
It's 8.5.
I'm going to go over. I think they get 9 wins.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. I think they're a playoff team. Maybe I'm drinking oh man, now I'm spacing out on our last year. Mike McDaniel.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I just kind of trust him. Like, and all the stuff he's saying about Tua having the most catchable ball. It just seems like there's some good vibes in Miami right now. And I mean, hell, they're just loaded with weapons. And you look at like what we did last year in San Francisco. I mean, I actually think we're going to be a little bit more of a power team this year.
Do they have Mozart there in Miami?
They have Mostert. They have Chase.
And they got Tyreek Hill and Devontae Parker.
Oh no, Devontae Parker's on the Patriots now, but they've got Jalen Waddle. So I mean, if you're gonna go play Madden, I was playing Madden with the Dolphins, and it was like, oh my god, this is a fun team. Like Waddle and Tyreek
should be ready to break out because he's kind of had that injury at Alabama, and then he really didn't get off too much going last year. And then I think with this new offense and with Tyreek Hill, it's going to be like,
I think it's going to be nuts. Like they're going to use Tyreek Hill as like Debo and Waddle, and everybody's just going to be. It's like a basketball team where it's like positionless. Like everybody. I mean, Mostert's like the fastest running back in Madden. Tyreek Hill's the fastest player. Waddle's like top 5. So it's like all Tua has to do is just put it on the money. on these short little passes, and they'll take care of the run after catch.
Yeah.
So
I was watching a little bit of football yesterday, college football, watching different games, but this kid, Keaton Mitchell out of East Carolina, man, you check his highlights out. The guy's explosive. He's like 5'9", 187, but he's like, they say he's like 23 miles an hour clocked at running.
Really?
Yeah. He's just like super, super fast. And he looks a little bit like Darren Sproles a little bit in the backfield, but I know Sproles is smaller, but I kind of think I'm hoping maybe the Niners, maybe next year. I think Jeff Wilson, this might be his last year, possibly, where I don't know if he's up for a contract, but I'm thinking 2 Mitchells in the backfield along with TDP and Mason. You got 2 power backs and then 2 kind of shifty backs. And
absolutely. I mean, I gotta say, I mean, the freaks. I love the freaks in college. Like anybody who's just an absolute freak amongst boys or whatever the saying is. That tight end for Notre Dame is just like, so is he just Gronk or something? Like,
yeah, he looks like Gronk out there. Yeah, I see that one catch he had.
Oh my God,
running over the middle of the field and then he fumbles it a little bit.
Oh yeah. But like Notre Dame was running like a high school offense, and it's like, what? Just throw the ball to him. Like I
think Notre Dame had a chance in that game, and they blitzed the safety, and the whole game shifted on that touchdown.
I mean, look, if you would have told them before the game that you held Ohio State down to, what was it, 24?
10-7 late in the third.
Yeah, but how many points did they end up even scoring? 21. If you told them that you held Ohio State down to 21 points, they're thinking that's a W. You gotta. So okay. So that's you got 2 overs. I got under on Bills, over on Dolphins. All right, that brings us to the New England Patriots.
What's the number there?
It's 8.5. It's a little less juiced than the Dolphins, but I don't know. It's one of those weird ones. I still trust Belichick, and it's like it's hard to really say anything bad about the smartest football mind ever, but it's just, I mean, their last like 4 or 5 years, they've been whiffing on drafts. They have the most expensive wide receiver and tight end room in the league, and they don't have a number 1 wide receiver.
Who is it? Kendrick Bourne?
What the hell was that last year? Like, just all of a sudden it was just dropping bags for Kendrick.
I'm gonna go under for one reason. I'm gonna go under because I think Bill Belichick's the offensive coordinator. I don't think he has a coordinator. Josh McDaniels with the Raiders now, and he didn't hire an offensive coordinator, did he?
He had Patricia running as offensive coordinator.
Matt Patricia, he doesn't look like he's a defensive coach. So I'm going to go. They're 8.5.
8.5.
I think they finish 8-9.
8-9, under 500 for the. I mean, also the Patriots last year. That was so fraudulent. At times, there was like people were like, "Oh my God, it's same old Patriots. They might get a bye." And it's just like their schedule was just so dang easy.
I think they catch on to Mac Jones a little bit, catch up to the league.
I mean, he has not looked great in preseason. Not that super matters, but they just don't seem like a very athletic team.
Exactly.
Their ceiling is just. I mean, this is the thing about Mac Jones. It's like, okay, there's a lot of Boston fans kind of rubbing that, in our in like the Trey Lance face, like, oh, I can't believe you guys didn't. Oh my God, Mac Jones. And it's like, all right, guess what, Patriots? You're in the loaded AFC with all the best quarterbacks.
Here's their schedule.
Rodgers. Yeah.
They got at Miami to open up, at Pittsburgh, Baltimore. I think they're 1-2. Yes.
1-2 for sure.
And they could be 0-3 if Pittsburgh gets one of their 7 or 8 wins that they're projected to get.
Yep.
And then they go for game 4 at Green Bay. They could get, I don't see them being better than 1-3 out of the gates.
That's a horrendous start to the season. Eddie Case 24 says Mac Jones sucks. Let's just get that straight. So what I was going to say is like, all right, congratulations, you got Mac Jones. His ceiling is not. I mean, his ceiling is like a dusting better than he is right now. It's like it'd be like bragging about drafting Chris Duarte over Jonathan Kuminga. It's like, okay, yeah, he's going to immediately come in and be a role player, but he's not going to get much better. Or you could have a guy who potentially has a chance to, compete in these crazy games versus Mahomes and Allen and a Herbert. Okay, all right. So we're both under on the Pats.
Leaves us with the Jets.
That leaves us with the stinky Jets, who, by the way, were a very trendy team. They were a very trendy team there because, like, everyone was just, I'm not gonna say it too explicit, but they were being too overly nice to the Jets about their draft and the oh my god and Breece Hall and. It was a pretty good draft. Gardner, and then they got Dwayne Johnson,
Hall, Garrett Wilson.
Garrett Wilson. But it just doesn't matter.
And then they get the cornerback. What's his nickname again?
Sauce Gardner.
Sauce Gardner. That's three pretty strong draft picks.
It is, but it's like you're rolling into the season with Joe Flacco. In the possibility of a banged up Zach Wilson.
What's going on with Zach Wilson? Is he ready to go week 1 or is he?
No. It's going to be a revenge game. Flacco v. Ravens.
Okay.
So that's why I included the Ravens also in my teas. So I'm going under. I mean, you got to.
What was it? 5.5?
5.5.
I think they'll get close. I think they'll get close. I think they're going to be 5-11. Or 5-12, I guess.
They haven't won a game in the division in the last 2 years. I don't know if it breaks this.
It's hard to. I'm going to go under, but I wouldn't be surprised if they win 6.
Yeah, and if you look at the road schedule, they literally do not have a gimme on the road.
I'm looking at their schedule right here.
Try and find the easiest road game on there. It might be at Seattle. It's not an easy
at Green Bay, at Denver. At New England, at Minnesota, at Buffalo, at Seattle. It's probably Seattle in week 16.
I know. And 17. It's like they still come on. I mean, Giants swept the Phillies. That's hilarious. My activities were.
Now, if they go into LA and do some damage down, if they sweep LA, I think they're going to lose at least 2 or 3, probably get swept. But if they go in and just like they're hot and they're playing loose, and they sweep LA, that'd be like, oh gosh, here they. I'm not even getting excited about it. Just like whatever.
Okay, so right now AFC East, I picked 3 unders, 1 over. You picked
I split 2 over,
2 and 2. All right, that's good math. All right, so moving on.
AFC North.
Oh, all right.
So that should be what do we got? Baltimore, Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, and Cleveland. Start off with Baltimore.
This is a tough one, man. I mean, okay, so full disclosure, I have the Ravens. So I mean, their number's 9.5. I'm pretty sure they won 9 games last year with just the apocalypse of injuries. I'm going over on the Ravens, and I actually think they're going to have the best record in the AFC. I think they're going to get the 1 seed, and I think Lamar's going to have a crazy year. So I'm over on the Ravens.
I'm over too.
Yeah. Great.
I'm over.
They have a nice little start to the season too. Nice little easy game versus Joe Flacco.
So we got Cincinnati. I guess it would be Cincinnati then.
Yeah, or we could just go in order of the over-under. So now we got Cincinnati. I've heard some people be like, a little disrespectful. Everyone's kind of penciling in Baltimore.
What's the over-under on Cincy?
9.5 again.
Okay, I'm going to take over. I'll take over there. I think they win 10 or 11.
I want to say okay, last year was such an aberration, and they'll have.
I like Joe Burrow. If Burrow, the only thing that kills him is if Burrow gets hurt.
I mean, they've really drastically, they've made great additions in the offseason. So that's the thing.
Their line, they've beefed up their offensive line.
Yeah. Mears, I'm with you here. this is a very fun division because it's like, what the hell is going on with the Browns? Like, that's no one knows. Steelers, I don't know. Tomlin's never been under 500. So you know what? I'm going to go. You're going over?
I'm going over.
I mean, they got Chase and Burrow on rookie contracts. I'm going under. Hate to do it, but I'm doing it.
Right.
Bungles under. And Bungles over for Dan. Okay. All right. Their defense is pretty good, though. Okay. Now moving on to Cleveland Browns, who, by the way, they're just a weird situation. Oh, yeah. Look, there we go. They're not even available. So I know that they're not available on my bookie. My bookie's being smart, keeping them off the board, but I know their number's 8.5 right now, and it's just not moving. And
look at. I've got another thing I'm looking at right here. I can tell you what.
Well, the problem is with the Brownies is so they've got.
A lot of people are saying don't even touch it.
Exactly, they got this number at 8.5. But then the thing is, it really should be way lower. I mean, seriously, you've got Jacoby Brissett. Wow, that was weird. He looked like one of the worst quarterbacks in the league last year. I thought he was going to come in and kind of, play better than Tua, and maybe the Dolphins go on a little run. And he looked horrible. So we're counting on him for how many games is it? 12 games or something?
Yeah.
11
I think he got 11 games suspended, and then it's going to take Watson a game or two.
My God, Deshaun has not played for a couple of years. He looked pretty crappy in preseason. I think that's a total underplay. But the weird thing is, like, they don't want the people that got all the sharps. They don't want them to have the opportunity to come back and lay the hammer the other way and then guarantee themselves winners. So I think a lot of people are just taking her off the board. 4-13 Cleveland, and that's being generous. I mean, seriously, if you go through their schedule, I mean, the sad thing is, I don't know why they didn't trade for Jimmy. Like, they have a super.
Oh yeah, you know what? If they go, like, why is if Trey plays really good, and let's say the Browns start off. Let me look at their schedule real quick here. I've got it pulled. Where did it go? Okay. I'll pull it up here, the whole schedule. The Brownies start off. Where the heck did it go? Okay, here it is. I'm looking at it on my phone. The Brownies start off at Carolina. That's a toss-up.
I mean, they'll lose.
Then they're home to the Jets. That could be the Jets' easiest.
The Jets on-road win.
Well, they're home. Yeah, that could be. And then they're at Pittsburgh. Oh my goodness. This site, Sporting News, has them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I lost it. Had them going 0-8, starting off 0-8.
That's bold.
By so each game, they're doing each game, and they have them listed at 0-8. Let me get back to it. It cut out.
Mears is asking. Their O-line is great. I mean, it's fantastic. Like, in terms of, you go by like who's got the most blue chip players. Like, the Browns are up there with the Niners and the Chargers, and I mean, they're freaking stacked. And they got Amari Cooper on. Honestly, I'm not a huge Cooper guy, but got him at a pretty great deal because it was before the Christian Kirk situation. So, I mean, they were really set up, and I like their coach. I like Stefanski. What's another thing? It's like, what the hell? Deshaun Watson gets this crazy, unprecedented, all guaranteed contract, and it's like everyone was so pissed at the Brownies across the league. It's like, what the hell are you doing setting the market like that? I mean, if freaking Deshaun Watson, who's like coming off 2 ACLs and all of this controversy and suspensions and whatnot, if he can get a fully guaranteed crazy contract,
unbelievable.
And then Russell Wilson, the Denver Broncos were just like, look, Russ, the Browns are the Browns. You're not getting that in any other organization. So he
Russell just reset the market. So now it's just like, okay, that Deshaun contract is almost unmovable.
Right.
Why is this?
Now they've got Cleveland. I mentioned they had him at, gosh, I hate, when you're trying to look at something and they got all these ads that pop up on your dang phone.
How is this guy, Mr. Foley, in the chat? I swear to God, I've blocked him like 40 times, and he just keeps coming back. He's like Tom Brady in that Rams game last year. Ultimately,
the other night we got to look at. We had one of those porn bots come in, and Larry blocked it. And I meant to tell him, and I forgot. I think he accidentally blocked one of our guys.
Oh, very possible. Well, we'll deal with that offline. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll pick it up a bit. Okay. Steelers over under 7.5. And I think we're all just, we didn't have a number, but we're both Browns under.
I'm under on the Browns and
Steelers. I'm over. For the Steelers. Tomlin's still yet to go under 500. And yes, they could have won like 4 games last year, but guess what? They didn't. They made the playoffs with Big Ben. And honestly, how much worse can their quarterback situation be this year than what it was last year? So I don't know what else really changes. I guess you could say maybe a quarterback controversy, but I don't know.
They got Trubisky and then the kid from
Trubisky and Pickett. And I feel like it's going to be Pickett, but yeah.
I am
7.5 games. They're going to they're going to have some games where they just kind of, knuckleball you. And they'll win these stupid games that we don't understand.
I'm going to go under with the Steelers. I think this is the year that Tomlin, everybody seems have, as a coach, nobody goes over 500 ever a career. I can't imagine pulling it off. So, and as I look at their schedule, they have at Cincy, home to New England, at Cleveland. They should win that. Then they're home to the Jets. Then Buffalo, Tampa, Miami,
not horrible.
Philadelphia, New Orleans.
Eddie K. I like it. Yeah. Pittsburgh, 5-12.
Yeah, I think Pittsburgh goes. Some people have them at 4-13. I've seen.
I'm going over just sheer.
I think just because of Tomlin, they'll get to 7 wins, and I think they go 7-10. So I'm going to go under
7-10. Okay, all right, cool. That takes care of the North. Now, the single most confusing and weird and kind of boring, but weirdly exciting division, the AFC South. Let's just start from the bottom at this one. Let's start with the Texans. Number's 4.5. They've got Davis Mills. They've got everybody is freaking on Dameon Pierce now, saying that he's going to be, the rookie.
He ran through the Niners without Laramie Tunsil at tackle in that game.
It's true. It's true.
But
Davis Mills,
I don't know. Gosh.
Wait, who's their coach again? The longtime freaking it's Lovie Smith. Okay.
Yeah, Lovie Smith. Yeah.
What is kind of disturbing to us, to me as a Niners fan. It's like, so I've heard the way people like kind of discuss Lovie Smith, and it's like, guy, I always just think like, I don't know. He won a lot of football games. He's got like a pretty good defensive mindset, and it seems like things have kind of clicked over there. But I was like, but he's not like a crazy good coach or anything. He's like, he's getting older. He's probably fine. Career record, better percentage than Shanahan by a good deal, which is just always sad when you see that. But I'm going over on the Texans. They won 4 games last year, and that's with, an absolute train wreck. And, it sucks about John Mechie. That was horrible. But no, I just think they've got a pretty good. I kind of like the way they played us, honestly. I know it was preseason, but kind of.
Let's see, what's the division? They got Jacksonville twice, Indy twice, and who's the other team?
Titans.
Tennessee Titans. So
So I mean, if they won 4 games last year, I would think that I don't know. I think the Texans get over 4.5.
Wow. Let me look at this. I'm going to look up their schedule real quick here. Houston Texans.
Why does this guy get spamming that so hard?
Okay. So they open up with the Colts, go to Denver, go to Chicago, Chargers home, Jags, Raiders. It's like, and you know how any given Sunday anybody can win. Thing comes up.
Absolutely.
I think they could beat Washington, Browns. Wow. Yeah.
Eddie K says 3-14. I mean, look, I've heard a lot of people argue that they should be bet to be, you know, the worst team in the league. It's
I am gonna just looking at their schedule. I'm gonna go under. I think they go 4-13.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think it's somewhere around 4. I don't think they're gonna win 7 games, but you know, Mears, I'm on. This is kind of my mindset. Over on Houston is not bad. It's a toss up. Yeah, absolutely.
It really is. They're gonna win 4 or 5.
You know what, Dan? Who are they playing in Week 17?
Got it right here. 17, which is actually you mean their 17th game, which is
Week 18.
Yeah. Home against on the road against the Colts. So depends on if the Colts
might have the division wrapped up. They might be resting players.
For home field advantage. Yeah,
they could be playing for home field. Okay, you're right. But I think I just think they'll get
their 16th games home against the Jags.
Yeah.
And it's hard to say.
Also, I feel like they get some karma points, at least for me. They get karma points for just kind of toughing out this Deshaun Watson thing, and that really.
Right, so what do we got? What do we got? Houston. After Houston, what do we got?
All right, moving on to
we got
Jaguars.
What's theirs?
This is what I don't understand. Jaguars are 6.5. Are the Jaguars that much better than the Texans?
You know, it's funny. I said it in my what was our wild predictions? What do we call that?
Oh, just like bold
predictions. I think I said 7 wins for the Jaguars.
Okay.
So to stay in line with my bold prediction, it's I like Trevor Lawrence a lot, and I think he improves a lot, especially getting Urban Meyer out of that building, and that was just
true.
That was just so toxic. Now they got Doug Peterson down there. Doug Peterson, a former quarterback.
Eddie K says Jacksonville 1 win, maybe.
I don't know why, but I think Jacksonville kind of surprises and wins 7. They win their 7th game at the end of the season.
I think the argument for Jackson, because the thing is, their moves have been pretty underwhelming. I don't know. I don't get much confidence from Doug Peterson.
The ones that signed Christian Kirk to that massive set the wide receiver market.
So it's like you got bulky. They basically did what the Patriots did last year, and now it's literally, you know, ripping the pit. Like now Mac Jones has no weapons and whatever. But the Jags.
I should be going under on this because they got Trent Baalke. I forgot
exactly. But here's the thing, Dan. Sometimes these horrible signings, like the bringing in the Kirks and the overpaying this and the overpaying that, sometimes the first year it kind of helps and it brings some energy. It's just that 3rd, 4th year down the line that you're just screwed. So I don't know. I mean, it's all about Lawrence. I'm not really a Lawrence guy. I never really was a Lawrence guy. Just total contrarian move by me, but you know, everyone was calling him the next Andrew Luck, the only guaranteed prospect since Luck. And I just never really I don't know. I'm just very dubious of these players that just go nutso in college. And I don't know about Trev. He also, the whole like not loving football thing, stupid, I know, but I don't know. Didn't really look like it last year. So all right, I'm going to be going under, and You're going over. Okay. All right. Let's just rush through these now so we can get to the good old NFC. All right.
Yeah, because we got only about 20 minutes for you.
20 minutes. Shoot. Okay.
Yeah.
That brings us to the Titans. Quickly, 9.5. They don't have any established receiver. Derrick Henry's coming off an injury. Quarterback controversy, question mark, but also great coach. Going to get the boys motivated, but they're really depending a lot on
who's their QB1. I know the backup.
Tannehill, who's fine. Tannehill's fine. He's good.
Okay,
I mean,
right.
let them do
Tannehill,
one
and
season.
then they've got the
Malik
kid from
Willis.
Liberty.
I don't think he's ready, but and they're just really, really banking on that receiver from Arkansas or something like that. I forget his name already. But I
know who you're Trey Burks.
Yeah. So Treylon Burks. So I don't know. I just don't think they have the weapons, and I mean, I don't know. I'm just staying away from the Titans this year. You know, they could shock us, and I really, I mean, they've got a great coach, but no, I'm going under on the Titans. They're going to win. Going under.
Okay, my pick on the Titans. I was studying them earlier in their schedule. Let me take a quick peek one more time. Tennessee. I am going to go.
Agree, Mears. Eddie, I like that.
I'm going to go under too.
Yeah, let's go. Okay, now we move on to what I mean. I feel like the Colts are the class of the division. I think they're a nice little outside shot to. I don't know, maybe have the best record in the NFC, in the AFC, just because, their division compared to everybody else. They are only lined at 9.5. Now you got to pay a lot of juice, but I don't know. Matt Ryan, maybe he's not much better than Wentz, but at least he doesn't go poo-poo in his pants in the biggest moments, So
right.
I
think they get to 10. I mean, that's just a good coach team.
Yeah, they got to get to 10.
I'll go over with Indy.
Okay, over.
So now we got the AFC West.
13 and
tough.
4. I like that. This is the AFC West really separates the men from.
Yeah, they're gonna beat up on each other, I think.
Yep. All right. Let's see. I keep typing in free. Okay, let's start with the Raiders. All right, rapid fire. Raiders 8.5. Devontae Adams brought in Chandler Jones, Josh McDaniels. Renfro might get loose now that Devontae's there. Bill Belichick's calling Las Vegas the Mecca, but they got to play the NFC West and they got to play the AFC West, which is tough. And personally, I'm right there with Eddie K's. I think they have 8 wins, and it's just a tough year for them because they're a playoff team, but not. Their division's tough.
They're gonna, with that division, probably looking at 3-3 at best, because you're not going to sweep anybody. You're not going to sweep the Chargers. You're not going to sweep the Chiefs.
They'll get some wins. I mean,
I think they'll get 2 to 3 wins in their division. Yeah. So now you're looking at, if they get 3, now you need 6 more wins outside the division, but I like the vibe going on there, so I'm going to go over. I
do too. Okay, good for you, Dan. I appreciate the courage. Over on the Raiders. All right, now that brings us to the Broncos, another divisive team. Larry said they had no chance of winning a Super Bowl. He pushed back on me highlighting them when we were doing that thing, which
I got to go over because I got like 3 or 4 guys on my fantasy team.
So I mean, they're 10.5 is kind of a.
Wait a minute, they're 10.5. The Broncos,
and their juice. Oh no, that's the under. Yeah, it's 10.5. So I mean, if you want to go over, you got to pay a pretty hefty.
The Broncos are 10.5.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to go under then.
I'm going under 2.
Dang, I thought they were 9.
No, I mean, I think that they are a team that, I think they're going to make the playoffs. I think 3 teams come out of this division, but I don't see them getting 11. Nah, not 11 wins. The dirty little secret no one wants to talk about is that
Trace Thompson just hit a grand slam.
Of course he did.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
Under. Yeah, the dirty little secret with Denver is that, Russell Wilson, the same guy. Is he going to be a new guy? I mean,
Yeah. Well, I hope one loss is.
Still up and young.
I hope one loss is in week 3. So.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So
All right.
I took
Now
the under.
cruising Kansas City Chiefs 10.5. I'll save you time. I'm going over on the Chiefs. People are sleeping. I think that they're going to take a step back because of Tyreek. But look, Mahomes hasn't had an offensive line in a while. They spent that money other places. I think Kansas City, every single year since Alex Smith got to the Chiefs, they've had at least a 5-game winning streak. They're ridiculous at the beginning of the year always. So I think Chiefs over, and I'm not thinking twice about it.
Ooh, I like your confidence.
Yeah.
I'm going to 11 wins.
I mean, they're the Chiefs. They this won 12 or 13 last year.
Yeah, they keep pulling it off. They're right on the. I'm right on the fence with me because I think they're an 11-win team. I don't know if they're a 12-win team. That extra game.
If you think they're an 11-win team, then you got to go over.
Is it 10.5 or 11?
10.5.
Oh, over. Yeah.
All right, cool.
I thought they were 11.5. I was thinking
I agree. A lot of people are sleeping. Okay. Now on to a team that seemingly no one is sleeping on. Los Angeles. Oh, not the Rams. The Chargers. 10.5. I'm
going to go under.
You're going under. Hey, the thing I always forget about in the offseason is that they don't have a home field advantage. Has to count for something. I appreciate you going with the under. Again, I think that's I'm
going under just simply because I can't have everybody in that division over.
No, for real. I'm going over just because they literally are. If you just go like blue chip guys, they are probably the top of the top. Their team's ridiculous.
I know. I think they go 10-7.
They're going to charter their way into a few things, but yeah.
So many of those are going to hinge. I mean, is anybody going to, plus 1.5 on these? I think so many are going to be right either.
Oh yeah,
one under or one over.
Oh yeah. Well, the thing is, you got to get in early on these. Now they've been bet so many times that they're tough. All right.
Okay. So now
we're done NFC rapid fire. We got to go rapid fire.
Yeah, you only got 9-10 minutes or 10 minutes.
All right. Let's start with the Seahawks.
We're gonna go from the West, huh?
Yep.
Seahawks. I'm going over. I think they win 6 games.
Wait, where are the? Oh, 5.5.
Yeah, over. I think they finish 6-11.
Okay, you're going over. I'm going under. Quickly, just Geno Smith, man. I don't really know what they're doing over there. Okay, now let's move on to the Niners. 9.5
over. I believe they're the one team that
they're a loss and a half.
I think they win 11 or 12.
There was a little bit of uncertainty. If Trey gets injured, now it's the Niners are going over. Okay. Now the Cardinals.
What are they at? 9.5?
I think they're at 8.5. 8.5.
I'm going under.
I'm going under as well. Cards under. Okay, that leaves us with the Los Angeles Rams. Another team, I mean, you could argue is being a little disrespected. 10.5, not home field.
I think that I'd like to see him go under, but I think I'm going to go over.
I'm going over too. All right. Rams over. All right, quickly. Let's go NFC East. I don't know why, but because it's fun to talk about. Okay, Commanders, 7.5. I'm going over.
I'm going to go under. I think they finished 7-10.
Okay. Giants.
What are they, 5.5?
They are 7.5.
Oh, I'm under.
I'm going under as well. Giants under. Okay, and then this next one, I believe everyone in the world is now on. So, and it's actually moved, unless it's moved up too much. Oh no, Eagles are still at 9.5. I'm going over.
I think they
Over.
win 11, maybe 12
Yep.
with their schedule.
We were talking about like, maybe we bet on them to have the best record in the league, or
it might be a good bet. What was it, like plus 200?
Yeah, I mean they're not going to the Super Bowl, but
I don't think
it's
so.
strange. I mean the Titans were the best record in the AFC last year. Okay, we're both over. Cowboys. Cowboys. I'm guessing is also 9.5.
I think it's 10, but maybe
10.5. All right.
Ooh.
Boom. No, thank you. No Tyron Smith. No Cooper. Zeke is going to struggle this year with no Smith. Pollard can't pass protect the same way that Zeke can. Going to have to use him as a receiver or something. Not sure. I'm going under.
A lot of people liked him at
I mean, there's no
10, but they're right on the cusp.
They're on the cusp.
That's why they're bet the way they're bet. I'm going to go under.
Okay, cool. All righty.
We've got the North and the South.
The NFC North. Crap. Who's in the North? Okay, let's start with
Chicago, Green Bay, Minnesota, Detroit. Let's start off with Chicago.
Okay, Chicago. 6.5.
Under. I'm going under.
Under. Not even thinking twice.
Under for sure.
Chicago under.
Although I was listening to the interview with Larry when had the former Bears player and Thayer. Was it Thayer?
Yeah.
He had him on, and he said that the new regime, they've kind of built the offense to Justin Fields' strengths.
That's just not even true, I feel like.
But
I'm not gonna disagree, but their best weapon is Darnell Mooney. They have no offensive line.
Yeah.
It's gonna be running for his life. Okay, Detroit Lions. We both over on this one.
What are they? What are they?
6.5.
Yeah, I like the Lions this year to win some games. I think they're going to go over.
Both lines improved. Goff's competent. All right, moves on to the Vikings. Kind of a divisive one.
Are they like 10.5? What are the Vikings?
They're locked. I believe they were 9.5. Somebody could correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe they were 9.5.
I've got them. Let me see what I've got them right here on another line. Minnesota was 9. This one had them at 9.
Okay, let's do 9.5 because I think that is the most.
I mean, I'm gonna say the Vikings go over. I think they win 10 games.
Me too. I think they win the division. Over 9.5. All right, that brings us to the Green Bay Packers, who have won 13 games. The last 3 seasons? So
they've 11.
Oh man, they're locked too.
Let me see what they got here. I think Green Bay was. I think they were like 11.
I want to say they were 11.
Got it 11.5. 11. Yeah, 11.
I'm seeing 11.5. I'm going to put 11.5.
Yeah.
I am going under.
It means they have to win 12.
We got
I'm going to go under 2. I think Green Bay takes a step back a little bit this year.
Okay, that means all right, now we got to move on quickly to the South. Is the South the only division we haven't done?
Yeah, we've done East, West, North. Yeah.
Okay. What? Panthers?
Carolina.
Why is everything locked? Panthers over under is set at 6.5. 6.5 for the Panthers. I'm slamming the over. Yeah. The stealth playoff team.
Take your Mayfield. 7. 6.5.
6.5.
It's a 6.5. I'll go over.
The Jaguars. Okay, and they really improved their line. Okay, now Panthers. Okay, now we have the Saints, another kind of sneaky, kind of divisive team.
Are they locked on here too, or what's going on?
Apparently everyone wants to be locked. Okay.
I got the Saints 8.5.
Saints at 8.5. I'm going over.
I'm going to go over 2.
Over 8.5. Okay, and then that leads us with who do we?
Atlanta. And
what's it?
Who else?
Atlanta and then the Bucks.
Yeah.
Atlanta's 4.5.
I like that. Jeez.
It's a tough one. I don't have really a huge feeling either way, but I'm going to go over. Just 4.5.
Just to be a little different.
Be a little different. Well, I'm
gonna go under.
Okay. Under. Dang, I'm going to go under too because I think I might have too many overs. Atlanta under. Okay, I'm going under just for fun. All right, that leaves us with the Bucks.
What are they, 12.5? What were they?
Tampa Bay is sitting at 11.5. I'm going under. Too much weirdness for me. Feels like a lot of weirdness. There's just
Brady's changeover or whatever.
Yeah, Brady's weird. He's just doing a lot of weird stuff. He's, signing $300 million contracts to do media. No idea if he can do that. Is he getting divorced? Is he not? Is he retiring? Is he not? Is he trying to buy the Dolphins? Is he not? Is he flirting with the Raiders? Is he not? No Gronk, Godwin, hobbled. I'm going nah. I mean, I think I would honestly say there's like a 5% chance Brady doesn't make it through the year, does something weird. So
I'm going to go under 2 because I think they were 11.5. You said
yes, 11.5.
They still can go 11-6 and have a good. That's a good season.
Yeah, it's still a good season. Okay,
I'm going to go under.
Okay. All right. We have to kind of abruptly sign off because we're about to hop on with Dibs. Yeah. Thanks for everyone for hanging out with us. I know there wasn't many people in the room, but we just wanted to. Now we have our takes. They're established. We can brag about them. We can ignore the ones that we got wrong. So, all right. Okay. I'll play us out.
Giants Dodgers starting tomorrow. Giants get swept, or do they win one game?
They win 2.
They win 2 of 3.
Yeah.
They're gonna just CT you, huh?
Oh yeah. Oh, big CT. All right.
See you. I'll be watching. It'll be Ryan and Larry and Dan Dibley from 95.7 The Game coming up. So we'll be signing off. Just come back into the channel on the next
in like 2 minutes. Yeah.
2 minutes.
Okay. See you guys.
See you.
Yeah, never met a man I've been scared of. Careful, you gon' get exactly what you asked for. Here for whatever you bring me, getting handled. I answer to no one, I don't need to hassle. Yeah.